What is up, guys? Ativ here, and in this video, I'll be talking about my prediction for the Chargers schedule. Hope you guys are having a great day, and without further ado, let's hop right into it. So this is their schedule, and yeah, let's go right to game 1. So for game 1, they're playing at the Bengals, and I have the Chargers starting off with a hot start, winning against the Bengals. I don't know if the chemistry will be there right away for the Bengals, and I don't know how Joe Burrow will perform in his first game. And AJ Green's probably going to be back, so I'm not sure how that will work. And Joe Mixon's a great player, so this could either go really good or really bad for the Bengals, I feel like. I feel like there's no in between for this game. And I'm going for it going pretty bad, no offense to Bengals fans, because I just feel like the chemistry would not be there yet, and they're still going to have to get into their groove, especially with the new quarterback, if you know what I mean. But let's hop right into game 2. So in game 2, the Chargers are playing versus the Chiefs, and this is a rivalry, and I have the Chiefs winning versus the Chargers. The Chargers, they have, by players, a top 5 defense in the league, right? They have Joey Bosa. Derwin James did get injured, but they still have Melvin Ingram, who is a beast. They have Joey Bosa, who is a beast, and they have Desmond King. Those are some great players right there, and despite Derwin James getting injured, I feel like the Chargers' defense is still really good, and that's when you know you have a good defense. But I don't think that will be enough to stop the Chiefs, led by Patrick Mahomes and Tyreek Hill. I mean, I don't think that there are many defensive players. Maybe Trey Waynes is one of them who has enough speed to keep up with Tyreek Hill. Well, he doesn't have enough speed, but like he's not going to get as burnt as some other players. So I just don't think that the Chiefs are on a low enough level to the point where they would lose to the Chargers. And the Chargers aren't on a low level at all. The Chiefs are just on such a high level. So yeah. In game 3, we have the Panthers at Chargers, and this is a weird one. I have the Panthers actually winning this. I wouldn't be surprised at all, though, if the Chargers won this, don't get me wrong, but this is going to ruffle some feathers, I feel like, and if you disagree with me, just leave a comment below. And I would be surprised if you disagreed with me, honestly. Like, the Panthers, they lost Luke Kuechly, they got Teddy Bridgewater over the offseason, gave him a huge contract. They have Christian McCaffrey, of course. They have 2 good receivers in DJ Moore and Robbie Anderson, so that was a nice pickup with Robbie Anderson over this offseason. I feel like that was an underrated pickup. And I feel like the Panthers' defense just isn't there yet. They don't really have many key defensive players. Like, they did have Luke Kuechly until he retired, but I feel like the Panthers' defense, if it gets to another level, then I feel like they can win many more games. But for now, I do still have the Chargers losing. In game 4, we have the Chargers at Buccaneers. I have the Buccaneers winning this one. I mean, it's at the Buccaneers' home. The Buccaneers, I always say this, they're a powerhouse. They may not have the chemistry, but like, when you have Tom Brady as your quarterback and he can throw to Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, I mean, like, good things are bound to happen, I feel like, and yeah, I have the Buccaneers winning this one. In game 5, we have the Chargers at Saints, and the Chargers, they do not have an easy schedule. I mean, the NFC South is a great division. Well, I mean, you have the Falcons on one hand, you have the Saints on the other hand, and you have the Buccaneers, which is a great team, and then you have the Panthers, which is not a bad team by any means. So I just have the Chargers losing this. I mean, I haven't really been giving the Chargers the benefit of the doubt versus the NFC South, don't get me wrong. And like, Chargers fans deserve to be mad with me, but like, I feel like Chargers fans can even admit that the Saints are gonna win versus the Chargers. It's at a dome. Drew Brees, he's not a dome quarterback, I feel like, but he obviously plays better at home. And he's mad accurate. I think he will stay healthy this season. If Alvin Kamara can stay healthy, then Drew Brees, in my opinion, has better weapons than Dak Prescott. So yeah. In game 6, we have the Jets at Chargers. I have the Chargers winning this. Is there really that much that needs to be said? I mean, they just have Sam Darnold, Le'Veon Bell, and, well, I don't think CJ Mosley is going to be playing this season. So, there goes their best player, in my opinion. But, yeah, I mean, they have Bradley McDougald. Not sure what he's going to do. In Game 7, we have the Chargers at Dolphins. Again, is there really much that needs to be said? I have the Chargers winning this. I mean, sure, well, they did. Ryan Fitzpatrick is going to be starting for the Dolphins, just like Tyrod's going to be starting for the Chargers. So, it'll be fun to see how Tyrod does. And he was a great player on the Bills. Maybe not great, but, like, he had a great season where I'm not sure if he made the Pro Bowl or not. I think he did. I'm not sure what season it was exactly, but he can rush, don't get me wrong, and so can Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert reminds me of Josh Allen, though, like, they're both mad athletic. They're pretty tall. Well, they're very tall, actually. I'm not sure how tall Josh Allen is, but Justin Herbert's 6'6". They just don't have the accuracy exactly. Like, Josh Allen has a huge arm, but not the accuracy. Justin Herbert can throw, just not very accurately. So if Justin Herbert can gain accuracy, I feel like the Chargers will be set up for the future. Because, like, they gave Keenan Allen a 4-year, $80 million contract. They have Justin Herbert and Tyrod Taylor, who I'm not sure how they will produce. They have Austin Eckler, who seems like he's going to be great. Then you have Mike Williams, who got a 1,000-yard season. And you have Hunter Henry. So that's just a really good team. It's just that how will you be able to capitalize on it? But in Game 8, we have the Jaguars at Chargers. I have the Chargers winning this. I mean, the Jaguars, bro, they're the meaning of trying to tank as hard as possible. In Game 9, we have the Raiders at Chargers, a good old rivalry, but I have the Chargers winning this. I have them splitting, as you'll see later in this video. The Raiders, Derek Carr and Henry Ruggs. I'm not sure how that duo will work, but it might work great, might work terribly, I'm not sure. I mean, like, Henry Ruggs is super fast, though, so yeah. And you have Darren Waller, who's another speedy player. And then you have Josh Jacobs, who is arguably a top 10 running back in the league. So, you have a pretty elite offense. It's just how will you put those pieces together and use it very well. So I have the Chargers winning this, but as you'll see later in this video, I have them splitting. In Game 10, I have the Chargers at Broncos. Not I, but yeah. I have the Broncos winning this, Chargers losing. I don't think that the Broncos will blow out the Chargers, of course, but this will be a pretty close game. I wouldn't be surprised if the Chargers won, but I still have the Broncos winning. It's at the home. It's a rivalry matchup. Drew Lock has loads of potential. You have Philip Lindsay and Melvin Gordon, who are two great running backs. Then you have Courtland Sutton, who is a great receiver, and Noah Fant, who had over 580 or 560, I'm not sure, yards as a tight end. But he's a young stud. Maybe not stud, but like he's a good player. And then you have Von Miller and Bradley Chubb on the defense. So you have a great team, and if they produce to their level, I feel like they could have a really good season. But yeah. In Game 11, we have the Chargers at Bills. I have the Bills winning this. The Bills, I just feel like, are better than the Chargers all around. You have a great coach in Sean McDermott. Then you have a great receiving core. John Brown, Cole Beasley, and Stephon Diggs. And if Josh Allen can get his accuracy up, I feel like he could be a top 10 QB in the league. Maybe not top 10, but maybe like top 15. And, I mean, your defense, your secondary is nasty. Josh Norman and Jordan Poyer are the two worst players, and then Tre'Davious White and Micah Hyde obviously are two great players. So, yeah. In Game 12, we have the Patriots at Chargers. I have the Chargers winning this one. This would be a close matchup, though. Like, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if the Chargers lost this one. These are two kind of balanced teams, I guess, going at it. In Game 13, we have the Falcons at Chargers. I have the Chargers winning this. Finally, I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt versus the NFC South. I don't think that the Falcons have enough of what it takes to beat the Chargers. Like, the Falcons' offense is Todd Gurley, who has injury problems, then Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, who is that's a dynamic duo, and you lost Austin Hooper. So I think that the Chargers defense can stop the Falcons offense, and then I don't think that the Falcons defense have what it takes to beat the Chargers offense. So I feel like the Chargers are just better on both sides of the ball. In Game 14, we have the Raiders at Chargers. I have the Chargers splitting this with the Raiders. In Game 15, we have the Broncos at Chargers, and I have the Chargers splitting it with the Broncos as well, so I have the Chargers winning this one. And game 16, we have the Chargers at Chiefs. I have the Chargers getting swept by the Chiefs, so yeah. And I have the Chargers going 8-8. I think they might be able to go 10-6 possibly, but for now I have them at 8-8. Like, they have such a good roster, but I feel like they won't be able to capitalize on it, just like last season. But that will be the end of this video, so thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.